Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another season of We are so back. Honestly, have to say, I'm surprised we got a fourth season this early. Considering season 3 and 4 are almost 1 year apart exactly. Kudos to Amazon for bringing it back so fast. And they came back with smoke immediately. Like episode 1, already moving to madness. Cecil, still out here being the single worst character in the entire show. I hate this dude, bruh. Mark is actually on timing this season. We love to see it. But before we get into all of that, what the hell is dinosaurus, bro?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
Why he look like that? That is not my goal, bro. Who is this? Now, if you somehow don't know what Invincible is or missed out on the last 3 seasons of this masterpiece of a series, first of all, where have you been? Basically, this is a story about Mark Grayson, half human, half Viltrumite, trying to figure out what it means to be a hero, while dealing with A. Alien empires, B. Daddy trauma, and C. Constant near-death experiences every Tuesday. And now, Season 4, no holds barred. Coming into this season, Mark is different. Man, I gotta tell you, the amount of pure, unfiltered Black Air Force activity that is exuding off of Mark this season is tantalizing. I love it. And I'm so happy that the characters in the show finally went from we can save everyone and rehabilitate our villains and all that kumbaya nonsense to, hey, I'ma keep it a buck with you. The Batman logic ain't gon' work. The goons in these parts of town do not deserve a no-kill rule. Ain't gon' be no spinbacks, and we gon' make sure that. I promise you.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
And that's kind of the whole aura that surrounds Black Suit Mark this entire season. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of him a little bit. But anyway, which is why by far he's one of my personal favorite iterations of Invincible. Directly after Sinister Mark, of course. I love that guy. I love seeing the side of Mark in the show. It's been such a long time coming, man. Especially given the fact that we are only 3 episodes in so far. I love the direction that this season is taking. It's more gritty, has more gore, more fights, and more feats. And let's not forget, Mark's personal life is also still in shambles. And overall, we are just getting a lot more in. Episode 1. First of all, Cecil. Oh my days. This goof left Conquest alive. And expected what exactly? And a spoiler to no one, he escaped. Bro, I hate this man Cecil so much, it doesn't even make sense. I've always despised this man since season 1, to be honest. And then I went on to read all the Invincible comics and compendiums directly after season 1. And honestly, my hatred got worse. Season 4 drops, and I'm reliving this hatred like it is day 1. I hate Cecil, bro. This isn't even the worst thing he's gonna do. He gets worse, bro. I hate Cecil. Honestly, the only person I hate more than Oliver. I can't stand that kid.
I know it started out as Dad's thing, but I fought all those Invincibles wearing it. I fought Conquest.
Big ass beat down coming out!
This nigga had one job.
And speaking of horrendous, dinosaurus, bro. Why does he look like that? This is not my goal, bro. He looks heinous, man. Utterly shambolic. Now, for the viewers at home, you're probably thinking to yourself, you're just being a bit hard on him because you don't respect the animation style and it's been 4 seasons, get used to it. And for that, I will tell all 5 of you bozos to listen closely. I love Invincible's animation. In fact, I championed it last season. when they were purposely cutting costs in the animation budget of the other episodes so that they had more for the conquest fight scenes. Now, having said this, I also need you to understand that there is no reality in which this is acceptable. Especially given the fact that this is what we could have had. This is what it should be. Oh, bro, it's a violation of viewer-producer trust at this point, man. Jeez. The sound design is phenomenal though. Matthew Rhys as the voice actor for Dinosaurus was a lovely choice. He sounds quite good actually. Chef's kiss. Now, as far as Eve's dad goes, I hate to say it, but he's not wrong. Mark got Eve in life-threatening situations every single week. Like bro, he was kinda spitting back there, I can't even lie. More times than not, when Eve found herself in life-threatening danger, Mark was literally involved 200% of the time. Devil's advocate, I think it was a case of the right message coming from a dog fart messenger, to be quite honest with you. And speaking of dog farts, sequids in the sewers in season 4. These men are clearly here for vibes at this point, bro. But also, buddy that asked,
anyone know what the hell this is?
That shit is crazy. I really don't like that guy.
bro, you have zero survival instincts. Run, maybe. Like, bro, what are you doing? We also finally got to see Universa. I have been waiting to hear her voice casting since I read the comics, man, and she delivered. A part of me was actually expecting someone like Angela Bassett or someone from the Black Panther cast to voice her, and I was right on the money. Her voice actor cooked, but even good voice acting couldn't stop her from holding that punch from Mark. Yeah. And speaking of Mark, this is the Mark I like to see. Swing first and ask questions later. The fact that she didn't have a response in this scene was hilarious.
My people are dying without this energy.
Yeah, but you're killing these people to get it. How does that make sense?
No accountability whatsoever. And speaking of being your own top op, Paul! You had me in the first half, brother. I was with you. Moving in though?
You always know just what to say.
Hardly.
I mean it. I'm lucky to have you. Debbie, why don't we move in together?
What? What? What?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Oh, talk about a shot from the moon, bro. Jeez. Oh my days. You had one job. But even with that heinous shot selection, I don't understand how he greened that.
No, I don't need time. I need a future. And mine's with you.
Only goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in.
Eminem? Who else was on the list?
Gooch.
Yeah, Gucci was on the 6, Rick Ross.
Gucci who? Gucci Mane? Was on the list and Eminem went on the list? Shout out my nigga Gucci. Shout out my nigga Gucci. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shout out my nigga Gucci.
Hey, shout out to my boy Paul, I guess. Now, as far as the whole sequence situation goes, I'm not gonna lie, I think Mark made the right call. We all know Bulletproof was never getting there in time, which is something he himself later admits down the line. And honestly, what's one death to a billion? Even that butt-cheek Cecil agreed that Mark did the right thing. And this might even be me grifting for a bit here, but I honestly appreciate the absolutes this season. I think more enemies and villains in fiction need a conclusive resolution to their story. No find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. I think some of the villains have been awarded this right and have since taken advantage of it and done more harm than good. And by giving them multiple chances of rehabilitation and allowing them back into society to do bad once more, this does more harm than good. We see a constant pattern of this throughout Mark's entire Rogues Gallery. Angstrom Levy, Battle Beast, Conquest, all of these villains were awarded mercy and have since done more bad than good, all thanks to a practically ineffective ideology, aka Batman's moral dilemma, or what I would like to call the no-kill rule. Batman's absolute refusal to kill, often called his deontological ethics, creates a situation where his inaction is seen as a choice that allows future murders to occur. Which is funny because this did not apply to Mark's ancestors, the Viltrumites. Episode 2. 1 minute in, bro dropped some boxes, then got dropped.
Can I see you as my crush? I will not trust. Take you for I don't want love.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that's gotta be the worst way to die, bro. What kind of planet is this? Viltrum propaganda was actually crazy. And the babies!
Hey yo, what the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie, if they had dropped them, I was dropping the entire show. Cause that was not in the comics. This planet is hell, man. It's literal non-stop culling games. 247, 365, all year round. I mean, Nolan was literally getting jumped by his own parents. And I'm not gonna lie, for a minute there, it looked like...
Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Fight back!
Yeah, I mean... Jeez, man. Runs in the family, I guess. How do they even function missing limbs all the time? This has to be the worst planet in the universe, bro. And just when you thought it had settled, then, boom, COVID 10 million hits. I'm not gonna lie, watching this, I felt like Ultron. 10 minutes into seeing this entire planet was enough to see that y'all gotta skedaddle. But jeez, man. To actually see it in real time was crazy. Low-key, I can't even lie, I was relieved. This planet needed a factory reset, bro. But visually, this was insane. This episode alone deserves an award. The storytelling, the world building. At times, I even forgot that it was animated. The planetary ring of billions of dead Viltrumites. Bro, this is peak cinema. The color grading, perfect. The shots. Nolan looking out onto a desolate Viltrum. The bodies being dumped by the millions from the ship. The planetary pan out. It was a masterpiece. Also, the captain, useless. But he was giving Dinosaurus a run for his money, bro. Like, why would you blow up the shield? And to make matters worse, you ain't even give Nolan a proper room for nights, bro. Making him sit through Alan's midnight sumo wrestling. Trash captain, bro. And speaking of captains, Thaddeus, aka Optimus Prime, came in, two-pieced Argyle, spun the block, and slimed out the entire race single-handedly. How is this man not the scariest person in this whole verse? Then again, he is going up against literal planet destroyers, so I guess it balances out. Episode 3. Ironhead's auto-tune voice is still ringing in my ears, bro. But Mark, oh my days. Black Air Force energy was max level. We went from let's save everyone to, yeah, you gotta go. The Batman logic does not apply here. These goons have no redemption arc, bro. They gotta go.
Fight back! Fight back!
And when Mark starts swinging, oh my days. This is what we've been praying for. He's finally making his way out of the fraud watch list. Slowly, but surely. Black Suit Mark. Oh man. Easily one of my favorite versions. Only behind Sinister Mark, of course.
I'll tell you what. I'll kill the boy quickly.
Overall, we're only 3 episodes in so far, and this might literally be one of the best seasons of Invincible I've ever watched. It's darker, it's more intense, and it finally feels like there are real consequences to actions this season. If this keeps up, honestly, we're in for something really, really special. But that's all I got for now. What did you think of the first 3 episodes of Invincible Season 4? Are we back? And how much would you pay to punch Cecil in that Deadpool looking mouth of his? Let me know in the comments. I'll be hanging out there. And if you made it this far, drop a like, subscribe, and join. And until next time, as always, peace!